How are we doing, Beatstar fam? Ben Madsen here. I'm putting out a quick video today talking about the hold swipe and hold tick update that just dropped in Beatstar. This is just going to be a quick discussion video that I'm going to layer over some random song gameplay so you can zone out and listen without it being too boring. I've had a super busy last few weeks and I apologize for not having the time to do the usual full-on video editing. I keep getting asked to share my thoughts on this update and wanted to get something out before the new season drops, so let's talk. This patch brought two big changes, one to hold ticks and one to hold swipes. In case you're brand new to the game or just don't know the terminology, hold ticks are the points you earn each beat during holds, and hold swipes are the hold notes that end with an arrow. Let's talk about the hold tick change first, since it's the only one I'm seeing anyone talk about. To put things simply, Space 8 basically reversed the way you want to position your fingers for hold notes. I'm not talking about the timing, I'm talking about where you physically press on the screen. Previously, you wanted to press under the perfect plus line to ensure you got all the points for holds, but after this change you now want to press on or above the line, and pressing too low can instead lose you points. In addition, you generally have to hold these hold notes longer than before, which has made some specific charts significantly harder because of the placement of notes right at the end of holds. Songs like Superman got a big bump in difficulty just from this mechanic update, which feels unintended. This change is bizarre because I think that Space Ape had legitimately good intentions with this and instead kind of misunderstood the problem. I have absolutely no idea why it matters where you physically press on the screen for holds. It just doesn't make sense why you'd be penalized for pressing too high or too low when the game lets you press there. All over Facebook and Discord and all the other corners of the internet, players are posting scores being frustrated about losing points for hold ticks. Same as always, except now you've also got relatively veteran players struggling with the issue all over again. This just makes me wonder, why? Why is this a mechanic that needs to be in the game? Why has this huge wrinkle of confusion not been more thoughtfully ironed out? Even if this is now functioning how Space Ape originally intended, it deserves revisiting from a design perspective because the frustration caused by this is indicative of a problem. Personally, I feel like if Space Ape is firm on the length of time you're supposed to hold these hold notes, they should at least make it to where you have to hold the same length of time no matter where you press on the screen. Pressing on the line or above it doesn't really make a lot of sense, since you end up covering up the perfect plus zone and notes right above it with your fingers and can't see very well, and it's just ugh. My advice here is to just press above the perfect plus line for holds and really try and hold them for those few extra milliseconds near the end. This makes a lot of songs more awkward and difficult, but this is just the only way right now to make sure you're getting all of your points. The second change was to hold swipes, and it's a huge nerf. Now, hold swipes, just like regular swipes, are always counted as perfect pluses and no longer have the wonky timing we've all tried to get used to. This is a huge change, and no one at all is talking about this over the hold tick change, which I don't think is really fair. This makes a lot of songs significantly easier to score on, since hold swipes had previously been notorious for their difficulty to consistently give perfect pluses. While I miss the difficulty thrill of hold swipes, yes, I really do, I think this change is overall great for the game, which should be apparent by the fact that 0 people in the universe are complaining about it. However, 0 people in the universe are also praising this change because everyone is too busy getting pissed off at losing hold tick points. My main thoughts here are to give credit where credit's due and thank Space Ape for this change. No one really liked hold swipes before, but now there's no reason to dislike them. This also gives them a lot more freedom with implementing these into future charts without it being a timing nightmare. I'd expect we'll see some hold swipe craziness coming out in the next few seasons. For people who are still struggling with this new hold tick mechanic, I suggest buckling down and figuring out how to revamp your playstyle because all of these songs are still totally possible to Diamond Perfect. Having to change your playstyle for the sake of a mechanic swap is frustrating. I get it, I agree. Hopefully Space Ape will revisit this in the near future and can get rid of some of this needless frustration, but we should also thank them for the positive change they made to hold swipes. We're just a few days away from Season 6, so let me know in the comments below what you expect from this next season. Space Ape has already confirmed on Facebook that the new season will have an extreme and will have songs from at least 5 different decades. Sounds to me like we're going to get an interesting variety of songs, maybe some kind of music through the decades theme with a song from major musical eras. Are we about to see some disco in Beatstar, or maybe something from the Beatles? Guess we'll see in a day or two. Thanks to everyone for watching, and a special shout out to my Patreon donors and subscribers. If you're not already, click that beautiful subscribe button so you can keep up with the wide world of Beatstar through my song and discussion videos. And until then, I'll see you on the internet.